Yeah, so the Geithner white paper also listed principles upon which incorporation of an optional federal charter for insurance regulation would be welcomed. So it was touched upon, and the Paulson Blueprint, I think, did a great job of laying out a lot of the issues. I think in some ways it's become like the wine of all of these reports. It keeps getting better and better with time. One of the hidden stories
you said it's a wine or wine?
Wine.
That's right.
What we'll be drinking to celebrate the release of the report. Look, one of the hidden stories of Dodd-Frank is there is federal insurance regulation under Dodd-Frank, and it's run out of the Federal Reserve. And it's run out of the Federal Reserve both for designated systemically important financial institutions who are insurance companies, and the majority of companies designated so far as SIFIs have been insurers, and it's for all insurance companies organized as thrift holding companies, regardless of size, as thrift holding companies were moved over to the Federal Reserve. That's a lot of companies. What you've seen 3.5 years out is a tremendous amount of problems in this space. You've seen a bank-centric approach to regulation on insurance companies. You've seen the Federal Reserve, both board and regional banks, struggle to gain expertise. When you go out and you talk and they say, well, we're hiring insurance experts. So you've had this authority for 3.5 years and you're still hiring the people in charge? Secondarily, when you look at the FSOC, there's been tremendous tension in the designation process. The only public dissent that I'm aware of in the FSOC process that's come out has been on insurance designation, and I encourage you to read the dissent. It's pretty strong stuff in terms of whether or not the existing federal regulatory structure understands the business of insurance. So what we've proposed here is the creation of a federal insurance regulator, mandatory for systemically important institutions, which has already occurred in Dodd-Frank from a capital standpoint, but has not occurred from all of the advantages that occur in consolidated federal regulation, charter, paperwork, rates, et cetera. And then also an optional federal charter to look at other types of structure. It solves a lot of problems that still remain, including the ability to speak with a strong, unified national voice on an international basis.